Welcome back to Ride the Hell Not. It's been a minute, but we are glad to be sitting here. I'm Chris.
I'm Rick.
And this is Ride the Hell Not, where we review whiskey. Generally, it's mostly been rye, but today we may have something a little different. Rick, if you would do the honors of revealing this beauty, if you can see.
We have this very intricate box, a wooden box, if you will.
Dun, dun, dun.
Something Jim Beam, perhaps?
Could it be?
Maybe, perhaps.
It doesn't say Jim Beam in big letters.
But how will I know?
It doesn't have like a big white label with
Chris,
the iconic
if
Jim
there was
Beam
only
logo.
some kind of guide that could steer me in the right direction. Today we're going to be opening up Booker's Uncut Unfiltered Small Batch. I believe it is the 2017, batch 4. I can't get over how intricate this box is. Like, it's all engraved. Branding, of course. Both sides.
Yeah, right. Now, I really do love how much thought and effort they put into the box here. You know, it obviously makes a fantastic gift. I think my first bottle was gifted to me. I think your first bottle might have been gifted to you.
I think I got a box when I was little. I think my mom pirated a box out of like a casino or something like that.
That seems right. Of course, a casino.
Yeah, I think it's in the bar.
Well, and that's the cool thing too, is I know I have one of these boxes as like a display as part of my bar, and you know, you keep yours on display as well. It's just
amazing display.
It's a really cool
Oh.
piece, you know, just nice, simple wood with a nice logo, burned. I mean, I think it's actually burned in. Which is
Etched?
pretty awesome. Etched, burned, scorched, whatever you want to call it. But would you like to do the honors of opening up this bad boy, or at least opening up the box? Because this is not just an uncorking, it's an unboxing.
You're an unboxing.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, I think it'll be a team effort.
Look at this. Just look at that amber color. It is gorgeous.
It's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. One of the first things that we started enjoying together was Jim Beam. Just straight Jim Beam. Can't go wrong. Our tastes may have, you know, upped just a little bit.
You know, it's all going to start somewhere for somebody and some people. Like, you got to remember where it all started. Yeah, from some of the early days, we used to make some pretty sweet old fashions with some Jim Beam Devil's Cut and some regular Jim Beam.
Or even just Jim Beam with a splash of ginger ale.
Jim Beam splash of ginger ale.
Easy.
Go to the bar.
Yep. Good drinking.
It's usually not their well, but it's pretty close to
it. Right. But, you know, with all that in mind, you know, Booker's is, you know, it's one of the more specialty lines that they have.
It's a little higher end, absolutely in the price point, of course.
Right. I mean, I think it's rare to see these for under 100.
I'd say
maybe 80 if you're lucky.
Yeah, your ballpark's 100 starting.
So what's the percentage on this one?
I slap you so hard. The alcohol percentage on this Jim Beam Booker's is 64.05% alcohol, and the proof on it, of course, is 128.1 proof.
Yeah,
it's pretty high up there.
It's pretty high. I mean, I think we've gotten pretty used to drinking in the 110 to 115 range, pretty consistently, and just because something's high proof doesn't mean it necessarily has a really deep burn, although that can be a factor. This is definitely up there. I
think this is gonna be hot.
I don't think I've ever drank any whiskey anyways, past like a 130.
Right. It's been aged 6 years, 8 months and 14 days. All this is in this nice little kind of like barcode inscription right here on the side of it too. I think this one has been nicknamed Sip a While.
They name every single one of their batches something different.
I wonder what our other ones are named. That's kind of cool.
It's December, it's the holidays, and I mean, if there's anything worth sharing, it's a good drink with good friends and family.
Absolutely.
So
this was a great choice. I think we picked the right bottle.
I think this was absolutely. We were kind of on the fence on a few different things, but this was the right one.
Right? Yep. Here we go. That's a pretty good one too. I know.
Dude, well played. Well played.
I did opening it up, and the wax still kind of went everywhere.
It did a little bit,
you know.
But you know, that's for Crumb to clean up later. She'll just eat it.
There's some underneath you too, so let's get into this.
Yeah, let's pour.
generous today.
The color, I
We're
just
gonna be real
can't get
generous in
over
these
the
pours
color.
today. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is
Beauty.
that is gorgeous.
Beauties.
I think it's so cool the generations that have come after Jim Beam. You know, obviously this was done by his grandson, who he plans to pass it on to his son. It's just family member after family member taking over this legacy, and it's just really awesome. As awesome as the Jim Beam line is, that there is something like this to enjoy.
I agree with you 100%. Jim Beam's so iconic, and the fact that, you know, they keep true to their heritage and the legacy that, you know, their fathers before them and their family before them. Like, the fact that they even went ahead and just even marketed this that way, like in honor of that legacy, and gave us all this extra information. It's something to be said about a distillery of this magnitude still being humble or appreciative of the family and the family that started it. So
Definitely.
let's get into it, man.
Yeah, on that note,
Cheers.
cheers. Right away,
What do you get on that nose?
it doesn't smell nearly as hot as the proof suggests. I get a lot of that oak.
Yeah.
The charred oak with a bit of a little bit of a maple in the nose. I think is
Okay.
what I get.
Okay. To me, I can absolutely kind of smell the higher proof. To me, it's like an alcohol scent masked in some kind of toasted peanuts or some kind of toasted walnuts of some sort. There's a nuttiness on the nose. I smell vanilla. I smell like kind of caramel blended with like a toasted. I can see what you're saying. Like not like oak-ish, but like it's a toasted nut for me. I just can't. I know peanuts maybe.
Yeah.
I keep going back to peanuts. Oh.
I get that nuttiness.
Like a caramel creamy caramel. Something. I don't know. Let's get into it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a like just overall sweetness, like a hot sweetness.
Let's get into it. That is it's a high proof right there. I'm not gonna lie. Just put it up to my lips and did a little lip taste there, and absolutely like toasted peanuts, caramel, vanilla, strong in the vanilla. Absolutely a sipper.
Really strong vanilla.
I did a little bit of water on my tongue, and I took a sip after to add to the water on my tongue, and actually it really kind of gave me more of a palate.
It opened it up for you.
It opened up the palate opened up my palate a little bit, which was kind of nice. It's a really high proof. That's the only reason I kind of probably do it that way. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. See what happens. The same. Don't swallow. Just kind of keep some water in your mouth and add that to it, and then kind of.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right. It kind of opens it up a little bit.
It opens it up a lot.
Yeah.
So I still get that vanilla. I get a bit more of a toffee for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Still that nuttiness. Like I get your leaning towards the peanuts. I think I'm gonna double down on the walnuts a little bit.
Okay.
But it's super complex.
I agree. I guess I get why they nicknamed it Sip a While.
No, it's interesting because, you know, to someone that's not used to drinking higher proof whiskeys or just higher proof alcohols in general, I could see it just being like a straight burn. And I do get a lot of tinglies on the tip of my tongue and towards the back, but it's almost like an explosion of both intensity and flavor, just drinking it straight. And it's really hard to pull apart all the different flavors that are happening because it's so sudden. It's like a burst.
There's a simplicity to it, as well as almost, I don't want to say complexity, because that's a contradiction, of course, but there's simplicity to what the flavors on the palate and what the nose is suggesting. There's a complexity to the blend for me.
But there is a little bit of a spice for me. I'm trying to put my finger on it. You know, obviously, you know, it's toasted oak barrels. So, you know, you get that like charred oak taste, but there's a little bit more to it. Like almost like hickory wood chips.
Could be.
Like I'm thinking about the finish because there's such a strong explosion of flavor, and the finish for me goes back to a bit of a sweetness. Like I want to say like a bit of maple, a bit of honey, a little bit of honey, sweetness on that finish.
I think it's that sweet caramel for me.
Yeah.
It's that creamy sweet caramel. Because there's that sweetness there. It's like velvety. It's like soft. It's soft like honey on the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's caramel though. And then it reminds you, like you were saying earlier, like toffee. Color is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Just spinning it around in the glass. It's opening up really well too, which is kind of nice.
This is a bottle you want to buy. It looks fantastic on your bar. You want to keep it on your bar for a while, and just enjoy it as you come back to it. Because
Just gonna sip it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna sip it for a while. Come back to it. Sip it for another little while.
Get some different flavors, maybe.
See?
Yeah.
Don't confuse it with the other one.
Never done that before. What are you talking about?
This isn't the right label. Who brought this into the house?
Who brought you into the house?
I live here.
Do you?
Pretty sure it's my bar. This whiskey's making me awesome.
Are you awesome because you drink whiskey, or do you drink whiskey because you're awesome?
Can it be both, Chris?
The answer to that is always.
I know, that's why I said it. Can it be both?
Cheers to that.
It is.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Oh, you know something? That did sound pretty good here on top. And sip. Alright, up top. See, okay, a little ting, a little, you know, not too bad, but alright, let's try the belt. Alright, let's see which one sounds better. I think that bell sounds better.
Bell sounds great.
I'd say Christmas is coming, but
Yeah.
Christopher,
Richtifer.
would you recommend this bottle?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, why? No, don't think about it.
If you appreciate Jim Beam and you want to try something at a higher tier made by one of their master distillers, get Booker's. If you see it, get it. If you see it, get it for a friend. If you have a good enough friend, maybe they'll get it for you. Enjoy it little bits at a time. Keep coming back to it. Take notes. It's going to taste a little bit different every time, but every time it'll be memorable.
I enjoy the complexity and the simplicity of it all. I really like the nose on it. I would recommend it pretty much just because of those reasons. I really like the nose. I get like those sweet aromas of like caramel and like toasted like peanuts, and there's a simplicity to sipping on it, and there's a complexity to just having it in the glass and letting it just linger while you're there with it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives you some time to kind of like, you know, formulate your own opinions and, you know, sip it for a while. I really like its fucking nickname, man.
Me too.
I really like its nickname.
I also really like the idea of whiskey meditation.
Might be onto something there.
I really think so.
I know.
Like just, you know, get yourself nice and comfy,
Yeah,
get into
dude.
place, start your breathing techniques, do a little booze
Which
yoga
part?
with some whiskey, just little sips, and just sit back and take stock.
We should patent this pretty quick because
Oh
we
man,
don't want it to go viral.
we should patent it before
We
we
need
post
to
this
do
video.
whiskey meditation or whiskey yoga. Not whiskey Pilates. I'm not wearing spandex. This is me worked up, so.
I know, actually it is. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do a little bit of whiskey meditation to bring you back to center. Take a breath. Take a breath. Just fucking do it. Take a breath. Yeah, that's it. Now take a sip. Now let it out.
I wonder if
Life is
100.
better.
I wonder if 130 proof burns. I wonder if I dump this all over you and just light you on fire.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm glad we had that nice soothing moment together.
I know. If you notice,
Clearly,
the most soothing
my train
moment
of thought.
of this episode for Rick was immediately followed by the most like rage and violence driven.
So-
Violence driven.
I'm not gonna light you on fire. Like, what else am I gonna drink with?
It's a valid point. That'd be really fucking lonely. My charred corpse.
I don't have enough DNA to clone you yet.
Oh yeah, it's only Rachel's. Actually, you're running out of that.
Yeah, that wife of mine, I swear.
You killed another one today. And he'll kill again.
You can't put that online, Chris.
Damn it, more to cut
Cut
out.
out. Because then it's like, oh, Chris just admitted to being an accomplice of Rick killing a living thing, and
I like how the concern is not Rick's a murderer. The concern is that Chris is now an accomplice. Like, that's established. But
who else am I gonna drink with? Who else am I gonna drink with? Gosh, man.
To enjoying some silent moments with some bookers.
Silent moments. With Rick, Chris, and Bookers.
Ooh, you're my best friend.
Well, if you hadn't had a chance, make sure you book a little time with this Bookers right here.
That was bad.
That was really good.
That was so bad it was good again. And then it was bad again, and then it came back around to good. Get yourself some bookers. Buy it often. As we mentioned, there's many different years. There's several versions of each year. Collect it, compare it, share with your friends, or don't. Keep it to yourself. That's what I say.
So selfish of you.
Well, I would.
But I
keep it
have to
myself.
agree. I was very selfish of him, but I have to agree. Collect a couple years and maybe do a little taste test between them. See which one you like the best. There's a couple different batches every throughout the year, so it'd be really interesting to have a same year and do a different batch to see if there's any similarities or differences. I would recommend it as well. This would be some of your top tier stuff, so
Yep.
save it, enjoy it, sip it a while.
Yeah.
That's kind of redundant.
Or is it? Is it coming
Yeah,
back
I
around
like
again?
it. It's sketchy.
Yeah, I like it
Sketchy.
too. I like it.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Till next time.
Till next time. I'm Chris,
I'm Rick.
and this is Ride the Hell Not.
Why the hell not?